Spring settles in and we get out to take care of our lawns and gardens. It's time to look into activating your irrigation system, and it's more than just turning on that water. Dr. Rodney St. of Ryan Lawn and Tree is here to help. All right, what do we need to know before we just go out there and turn that tap?
Well, if you're mechanically inclined and you know your system, you might be able to watch some YouTube videos and you might be able to turn it on. But if there's a lot of moving parts in an irrigation system, there's a lot of electrical parts, water parts, and water is an important resource. So you might want to leave it to a professional to have it turned on in the springtime. And just like you said, it's more than just turning on the water. There's a lot of things, especially in some parts of the city, Kansas City, Missouri, and all of Olathe, you have to have your backflow preventer tested professionally every year.
Okay, so tell me what a backflow preventer really is. What does that do?
So a backflow preventer prevents the water that's in your irrigation system from getting sucked back into your house. There's lots of things that can cause some suction. And, you know, there's dirty water out in your yard and mulch in your landscape beds. You don't want that getting back into your drinking water and getting you sick or causing problems. So you need to have that tested professionally. And even if you live in a city here in the Kansas City area that doesn't require that, it's an important piece of hardware. I'd really recommend getting that tested annually just to make sure your drinking water is safe from that outside water.
That's interesting because you might not, that's one thing you wouldn't necessarily think about too much. So you said if you know what you're doing, you might be able to do this yourself. But for those of us who may not, tell us, what makes one company better than another when it comes to calling them out to do this?
Yeah, the really thing is checking out the system, doing a thorough inspection. I mean, it's easy to open up a valve and then go to controller and push buttons and see water come out. Yep, it's on. But you need to go out and make sure, is that water going where you want to? Are those heads working the way they want to? A lot of things can happen over the wintertime. I was out last week and it was really interesting to see that a squirrel had chewed most of the sprinkler head off.
Really?
And when we turned it on, water came out all over.
Oh, look at that, like that one right there.
Exactly. Water was coming out. The squirrel had chewed all the cap off of that. They're sharpening their teeth and keeping them ground down. I would have never thought about it. But then, there's snow plows and people drive across the part of your driveway and damage the heads. Freezing and thawing can get the head to lean over sideways. So you need to get them straightened up so that the water goes where you want it to. So there's lots of things that can happen. So check those valves, get that irrigation controller set for the year. A lot of times people had their system set for last fall, or maybe they were seeding. So making sure that the controller times, run times are set for this time of year and you're not wasting water.
Yeah, you mentioned that. One of those pictures showed water. It looks like water just being wasted.
Right.
And it's an important resource, for us as homeowners or individuals, but for the world too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And so a lot of times your irrigation system is set to run in the middle of the night, so you may never see it. And your water bill just keeps going higher and higher because this gush of water is coming out all over the yard. So it's really important to get it checked out. An ounce of prevention now is worth the trouble that you're going to face when it gets hot and dry.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. How much would it cost to activate your system?
So $86 for 10 zones, or up to 10 zones, and it's $5 per zone after that. So it's pretty economical. Backflow preventer test is pretty economical, about $52. So I would definitely recommend getting it checked out.
And you should also take some time to time it properly. I know we've talked about this before, that sometimes you'll see something set on a timer and maybe it's raining or whatever, and the thing is still going off, and all I can imagine is, wow, what a waste of energy and water.
Absolutely, water. Yeah, and that's where you can get rain sensors that you can put on there just to make sure that your irrigation system doesn't run.
Well, what a great idea.
And they're really economical, easy, and they'll save you money in the long run.
And over the last few hours, Mother Nature has helped us.
Absolutely, it's been nice.
It's been pretty good. So you can take advantage of activating your irrigation system for that $86 amount that the doctor just mentioned for up to 10 zones. You can call 913-381-1505 or visit ryanlawn.com. We're going to have a link on KCLive.tv later today. We always learn so much, and it's that time of the year.
Absolutely.
We have everything. I'm going to check my own personal backflow, whatever that was.
Backflow preventer.
I'm going to prevent my own backflow. Thank you, doctor, so much.